Across every culture, from ancient Egypt to modern cities, one fear has never faded: the fear of a single glance, a look so powerful it can bring illness, misfortune, or even death. This is the story of the evil eye. The belief in the evil eye is one of the oldest and most widespread traditions in human history, feared and respected across cultures, religions, and generations. At its core, the evil eye is the idea that a hostile glance, often driven by envy or jealousy, can cause harm, whether in the form of illness, misfortune, or sudden disaster. This belief appears in nearly every civilization, showing that human beings everywhere have always been wary of envy's destructive power. The origins of the evil eye go back thousands of years. Archaeologists have uncovered amulets and charms shaped like eyes in Mesopotamia, Egypt, and Greece, dating as far back as 3000 BCE. In ancient Mesopotamia, clay tablets warned of curses cast through jealousy. The Egyptians wore symbols such as the Eye of Horus to protect themselves from evil spirits. The Greeks believed the human eye could project invisible rays capable of harming others, and philosophers like Plutarch wrote about the eye being able to release destructive energy. The Romans shared similar fears, believing envy could spoil milk, dry up crops, or bring disease. Over time, these early ideas evolved into the more structured belief systems we see in world religions today. In Islam, the evil eye is called al-Ain and is regarded as a very real force. The Prophet Muhammad warned, "The evil eye is real. If anything were to overtake destiny, it would be the evil eye." Sahih Muslim. According to Islamic teaching, envy can harm people, animals, and possessions, whether intentionally or unintentionally. Remedies include reciting protective chapters of the Quran such as Surah Al-Falaq and Surah An-Nas, saying MashaAllah when admiring someone's blessings, and modesty in how blessings are displayed. There are also traditions that describe healing through water touched by the person who caused the envy. Similarly, in Judaism, the evil eye is called Ayin Hara. The Talmud warns against flaunting wealth or success in order to avoid provoking envy. One passage even states that most people's deaths are linked to Ayin Hara. Protective amulets like the Hamsa hand, sometimes with an eye in its center, are used as shields against it. Christianity does not use the exact term evil eye as Islam and Judaism do, but the Bible is full of warnings against envy. Proverbs 14 verse 30 teaches that envy is the rottenness of the bones. Early Christians in the Mediterranean world believed the evil eye could cause harm to children, crops, and livestock. Crosses, blessings, and holy water became spiritual weapons against this force. In Hinduism, the concept of the evil eye is known as drishti or nazar. Hindus believe jealous stares can disrupt good fortune, especially for brides, newborns, or the newly wealthy. Families perform rituals to remove its effect, such as burning chilies, tying lemons and chilies outside homes, or placing black marks on children's foreheads. The evil eye also plays a central role in cultures outside the major religions. In Turkey and Greece, the famous blue glass, nazar, charm is widely used, seen in homes, shops, jewelry, and even airplanes. In Mexico and other parts of Latin America, mal de ojo is a common fear, with mothers believing that strangers' admiring looks can make their children ill. The cure often involves touching the child or performing special prayers. In parts of Africa, protective beads and painted masks are used to guard against harmful glances. In the Middle East, it is common for people to avoid praising children directly, fearing that admiration without invoking God's name could attract envy. These examples show that despite differences in language or geography, the fear of the evil eye unites people around the world. The belief rests on two main ideas: that envy creates negative energy, and that the human eye is the channel through which this energy travels. The symptoms of the evil eye vary by culture, but usually include sudden illness, bad luck, financial setbacks, infertility, unexplained accidents, or children crying uncontrollably. Families who lose their wealth or health without reason often blame it on the evil eye. To protect against it, different traditions have developed their own methods. Muslims rely on Quranic recitations and prophetic supplications. Jews wear the Hamsa and tie red strings as protection. Christians use crosses, holy water, and blessings from priests. Hindus and South Asians use ritual cleansing practices such as waving chilies or camphor flames. Other cultures use salt, which has long been believed to absorb negative energy. The protective amulets, charms, and rituals may differ, but their purpose is the same: to shield against envy's destructive power. From a psychological perspective, the evil eye can be understood as a way of explaining misfortune. Human beings naturally fear envy and its consequences. When someone suddenly falls sick or loses wealth, blaming the evil eye provides a sense of meaning and relief. Psychologists also note that the belief in the evil eye serves as a form of social control. By warning against envy and discouraging people from showing off their success, it reduces jealousy within communities. For example, in many Muslim cultures, people say MashaAllah when complimenting others, both to acknowledge God's blessings and to prevent envy from taking root. Thus, whether real or symbolic, the evil eye reflects a deep awareness of envy's dangers. The eye itself is a powerful symbol in human culture. It represents vision, knowledge, and the soul, but in the context of the evil eye, it becomes a symbol of danger and destruction. Protective charms like the blue Nazar bead or the Hamsa hand are visual reminders that blessings must be guarded carefully. In literature and folklore, the evil eye appears often. Shakespeare hinted at its destructive force in Othello, where jealousy consumes the characters. Folk tales from the Middle East describe witches and envious neighbors who curse with a single glance. Today, even celebrities and fashion icons wear evil eye jewelry, not only as fashion but also as a connection to ancient traditions. There are also striking cultural examples. In Turkey, it is nearly impossible to find a house or car without a Nazar charm. Even Turkish Airlines paints the symbol on its airplanes. In India, truck drivers hang lemons and chilies to ward off jealous stares from fellow drivers. In Mexico, mothers believe that if someone admires a baby without touching them, the child may fall sick, and the admirer must gently touch the baby to break the curse. In the Middle East, parents avoid describing their children as beautiful without adding MashaAllah, fearing envy will harm them. Such practices show how deeply the fear of the evil eye shapes everyday life. Although skeptics dismiss it as mere superstition, the evil eye is far more than a myth. It represents a universal truth: envy destroys. Whether viewed as a supernatural force or a psychological reality, jealousy can damage relationships, disrupt communities, and even affect health. Religious teachings about the evil eye remind people to remain humble, to attribute blessings to God, and to guard against arrogance. Cultural practices provide comfort, helping people feel safe from unseen harm. At the same time, belief in the evil eye reflects humanity's attempt to explain suffering and misfortune in a world full of uncertainty. In the end, the evil eye is not just about curses and amulets. It is about human vulnerability. It teaches us to be mindful of our blessings and to protect them with gratitude. It warns against flaunting success in ways that stir resentment. And it reminds us that envy, left unchecked, can eat away at hearts and communities like a hidden poison. From the deserts of Arabia to the villages of India, from the Jewish texts to the Greek philosophers, the message has remained the same across centuries. Be careful of envy, for its glance may be more powerful than you realize. The evil eye, whether taken as real or symbolic, is a mirror of the human soul. It is a mirror of envy, reminding us that blessings must be guarded with humility, gratitude, and faith. Whether through prayer, charms, or simple kindness, the greatest protection is remembering that envy fades, but truth and goodness endure. Thank you for watching this journey into the mystery of the evil eye. Have you ever experienced it? Or do you use charms and prayers for protection? Share your thoughts and stories in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. If you found this video meaningful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep explorations of faith, culture, and unseen mysteries. And of course, hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload.